Hi guys, Jorge Pelayo. Today we're going to be introducing a series on conflict management. I've been in business coming up on 19 years, and we've had a lot of conflicts throughout the years with leaders, with teammates, in relationships. And so we wanted to, we do this training every year at our conference. It's an 8-part training, and we typically go through it in like a 45-minute session, and it's never enough time. And people don't get a chance to ask enough questions. So we wanted to do a whole series on it. So this is actually the first series that we're doing on the channel. And I'm excited for you guys to go through this. I think it can help you. I think it could really serve a great purpose in your life. And that's why we produce content. So let's jump into it. The first part of conflict management that we're doing is 5 questions to ask when dealing with a conflict. So question number 1, what is happening? Question number 2, why is it happening? Question number 3, who is involved? Question number 4, when can we address it? And question number 5, what is the solution? So when you go through question number 1, right, what is happening? Like, what is the challenge? Oftentimes we want to deal with something or respond to something, find a solution, but we really haven't identified the full problem. So, hey, if you're going through this with somebody, hey, let's have a conversation. Can you tell me what you're upset about? And then I'll sit there and I'll just take notes on it until we get everything that's going on, right, and the timeline of it. And then from there, we'll start breaking it down piece by piece, okay? Number 2, why is this happening? Well, why did that happen? Or why did that person say that? Or why did you do that? So understanding the why behind what's going on. Number 3, right, who's involved? One of the things that I learned from Ray Dalio's book, Principles, is that you do not have a conversation regarding another person without that person being present. I used to sit down in a meeting and I would say, okay, tell me what happened. Let me hear that one side of the story. Then the second thing that I would do is I would hear the other person's side of the story. Then I would do a third meeting and I bring them both together, right, so that they can discuss that issue and I can get my feedback. What I realized is most people would complain about other people in that or accuse that person or put that person down. And I just said, man, I want to stop hearing about any challenge unless that person's present so they can defend themselves or share their feedback as to what happened. So that's a huge rule in our office, in our team, in our organization. We do not talk about a challenge unless that other person is present. And it's resolved a lot of challenges of gossip and, hey, you talked to somebody about this and then I heard you were talking about me. We eliminate all of that by them being present when dealing with the challenge. Next one, when can we address it? Right, the speed of addressing an issue. It has to be immediate. The longer you allow something to linger, the bigger it gets. The longer you allow a problem to go unresolved, the bigger it gets. And so a lot of people do not want to address issues immediately because we're busy. We don't naturally like to listen to problems. We don't naturally like to look at challenges. But you have to create a paradigm shift in the way that you look at a challenge as an opportunity. And that'll be one of the things we talk about in one of the next videos. So speed of handling that challenge has to be immediate or as soon as possible. And then last one, what's the solution? Oftentimes, maybe we don't know right off the bat what is the solution. And so you can brainstorm. Maybe you do know what the solution is. Hey, here's what we need to do next time. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're always going to get a better solution implementation when that person's involved in the process of coming up with the solution. So, hey, here's a challenge. This is why it happened. Okay, what could we do better next time? What can you do better? What can I do better? What can we do better? What systems, what training, what's going on? What do we need to do better next time? See, when you look at it that way, instead of that problem being a problem, that problem becomes a lesson and you improve. So I hope you having the structure of the 5 questions to ask when overcoming a challenge will help you start to navigate that challenge. I'll see you in part 2.